What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Conversation Station. This episode, we're going to be talking about the sneak peek teaser that just dropped for PeaceMaker Season 2, premiering on Max on August 21st. The first season had to deal with Christopher Smith, PeaceMaker, John Cena, saving the world from a race known as the Butterflies. In this Season 2 opening, we have Maxwell Lord, Guy Gardner, as well as Hawkgirl, kind of giving PeaceMaker a impromptu interview. Adebayo is giving him a little bit of a pep talk, showing that they've, kind of stayed friends and maintained their friendship from the end of the Season 1. And that's one thing that seems to reign in this trailer is the family friendship that they all seem to have formed together, and they've kept that, and that's really awesome. It opens with the three of them giving him this interview and not really taking him seriously, showing that he kind of hasn't been taken seriously, even though he saved the world. And I mean, the Justice League showed up, they know what he did, so news is obviously spread. And so it's interesting to see that, he's not being taken as seriously as he wants to be, kind of still being seen as a joke. So obviously that's been a bit of a problem, and, he's still dealing with the fallout of Suicide Squad via Frank Grillo as Rick Flag Sr., and the head of Argus is now hunting him down, which I'm sure the majority of the season will have to do with that and him dealing with, just having to fight them off and having to protect his family. As I said, they kept that real family theme, and him talking about how nothing's going to come in between them. And you see a quick shot, I believe, of Michael Rooker as some kind of witch doctor. I believe that's who that is. I've looked as hard as I could, but I'm pretty sure that's who that is. So just to see what that's about. We also have PeaceMaker stepping into a door that's in his father's little storage area. So he steps through the door, sees another variant of PeaceMaker. So we're definitely stepping into the multiverse. They're playing with the, stepping through doors and seeing other versions of the characters. Awesome to know that we have that little ability in our back pocket to always step through doors and see different places and different, universes if we need to. So that's obviously going to be a lot of fun. We get back with, Adebayo and Harcourt and see a little bit of their personal lives and from the fallout of Season 1 and the things that they've had to deal with, the drama and the traumas from that. And we get John Economos back, kind of leading the team and, being that guy in the van and guy in the chair, but I'm sure he'll have his chance to step up, kind of like with the chainsaw in Season 1. We can expect more violence, more comedy, and just probably more action than we've ever expected, just because this small little teaser was already filled with so much of it that I don't think we'll be let down in this next season. The comedy style of Tim Meadows is on full display with a really funny scene of him calling some really awesome, not awesome, but like messed up names to people. But again, it's just that comedy style that we're used to in PeaceMaker that's really unapologetic. I mean, it's not, politically correct and it's not perfect, but they say whatever they want. It's kind of like, in the Season 1 when PeaceMaker's calling that waitress Sweet Cheeks, and, and Adebayo tells him it's basically the equivalent of calling somebody Sugar Tits. And so, that vulgarity and that comedy style, I'm glad that's not gone. And Tim Meadows being part of that is just freaking awesome. And that scene is hilarious. And I was cracking up laughing at that. So definitely looking forward to more of that, more of the story, more fun. And that's what this show is. It's a lot of fun. And the action-packed, whether we're going to get PeaceMaker's father back, as a hallucination of any sort, will definitely be interesting to see. I think that we will. I hope that we will. But I'm sure they're just, waiting for the actual full-on trailer to drop more stuff. Definitely a really cool little sneak peek. If you haven't checked it out, I would recommend it all the way. I appreciate any time you spent watching, and thank you. I'll see you again.